Born in Houma, Louisiana. Terrebonne General Hospital. First thing I can remember is living on Leone Street. My grandmother lived downstairs, and me and my mom and dad and my brother lived upstairs in a little apartment. It had B. Lou supermarket right next door. I remember my mom and my grandmother used to give me a food stamp out of a little package and go over there and buy you a penny candy, get all the change, you know. Back in the game. You don't do that shit no more. The first thing I could remember when I was a little kid, it's like Christmas Day. And I had a badass Evil Knievel bike under the tree. And I never forget that thing because it had like a little black thing on it. Did it like that and it sounded like a motorbike. You know? Shit was pretty cool. As a kid, I remember that. Certain shit just brands in your brain, you know.
And so after 8, where did you go?
I think we went to Slater Street, across from this big old giant garden. This old man, Mr. Hargrove, used to be out there on his tractor all day, every day. His fucking plans. Bitch about the kids, about everything. Everything they did. Pass and stepping on his plans, fucking on his plans and shit. Figure that's what I want to do is grow. Good old Mary Jane.
What about school? What did you do there?
I was a special education student. I had I get exercise, so I figure, you know, I was slow in reading and writing and stuff. You know, had trouble understanding the shit. But school was like a playground to me. I didn't give a fuck about the books. I wasn't good at it anyway, so.
And so
sports and shit.
I
used to play football. Can we smoke?
Not in here.
I tried.
Oh yeah. No. You went from Houma to where?
From Houma, I think we went to like Biloxi, Mississippi.
And how long were you there?
Ooh, about 3 years, I guess. But we're not in Biloxi. We moved from Biloxi, Gulfport, Ocean Springs, shit like that. Moved around there, you know. And when we got back, that's when I started getting in trouble. Went to jail and shit.
How old were you?
16 years old. Never forget that shit in my life. Motherfuckers put me in jail, adult jail, 16 years old, for some dumb shit. I get up in the cell, you know, you can smoke in the jail, so I grab a cigarette from this motherfucker, man, come up there and tell me I ain't old enough to smoke. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You old enough to put me in this motherfucker, but I can't smoke a fucking cigarette? Get the fuck out of here. They got a kick out of that shit. It was like talking fucking shit forever about that shit. I got out.
So how long were you there?
That first time? Probably about 9 months. Yeah.
And what part?
Fuck. I don't even remember. Yeah. See, the fucked up shit is, don't matter what the fuck you do, the system try to put you on that paper, lock you in the system, to where any other little, whatever the fuck it is, they snatch and pull you for that shit. They got you in the system. That's the trick to it. I don't take that shit no more. Probation, my dick. Give me some time, you give me some time, I'll do my fucking time. I ain't not being on no paper. Because I don't have it in me to come pull it like that. Stop smoking weed? Are they fucking nuts? Hell no. But what? I can't see it. I quit a cigarette, but the fucking weed gotta be. That's from God. It's medical. That's the best thing they did. See, they should have did that years ago. They did that bullshit about the marijuana was a drug. Yeah, well, fucking Valium's a drug too. But the judge is eating them up like a motherfucker. What's the fucking difference? I guess he got a bigger dick because he's a judge. Fuck him. Put that on YouTube, you know?
So after you left Mississippi, where did you go?
Back to home.
And how long did you stay there?
quite a few years until I left and went to Mexico.
Okay.
That's where my life began, right there.
So tell me about that. What made you go to Mexico? And what was
Parole
that like?
violation. Houma, Louisiana. Motherfucking Terrebonne Parish. The biggest fucking get up of bullshit. Politicians jacking each other off and shit. It's ridiculous. The fucking people there, they got life and bullshit fucked up in Houma, Louisiana. They even got their own little fucking cop show. These motherfuckers are off the chain.
They got a cop show.
Oh, they got their own little cop show. I've been on it a fucking bunch of times. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Run like a motherfucker. Keep fucking running and never fucking stop. You know? Do not let them bitches grab you because they will fuck over your world. Them bitches crippled my brain. They put me in jail so much. I just would rather not see Louisiana ever again. If I could pull my mom out of Louisiana, I'd blow the whole motherfucker up. Not literally, but I mean, you know, I wouldn't give a fuck if everybody over there got fucking rained on by shit every day, you know?
They call it lousy.
They're lousy.
And so you went to Mexico.
Oh, did
How
I?
did you get there?
I fucking hitchhiked. Like a good old boy. Took a $5 taxi cab just across the border just to be riding in the car across that little bridge thing. And then I walked the rest of it. But changed my life. I got to know two things that every man should get to know. Mother Nature and God. That should change you. It'll change the priorities that you got in life, you know. It did me. I know that.
And so you got into Mexico, and where did you go? Did you know anybody? Did you have any money?
Bullshit you not. I had just pulled off a little hustle, and I remember when I got to Veracruz, Mexico, I had 1,300 American dollars, but in pesos. Took me all of 2 days to blow that. Then I was broken on the beach and had to come up with some kind of way to make some money. You know what I did? I found the first wholesale place I could find. Got a bunch of keychains with Veracruz, Mexico on, ashtrays and shit like that. Caught me a Mexican that spoke English and Spanish and made him shoot me the pitch of how to sell that shit. Just that in Spanish. And that's the only words I knew in Spanish. So I went to the beach and hit up everybody I seen on the beach, tourists. Try to sell them keychains. And the Mexicans got a kick out of seeing an American fighting for the Spanish like that to try to sell them something. So they would buy the shit from me, you know. And then I got a little girlfriend. I couldn't understand a word the bitch said though. She couldn't understand a word I said either. I was drawing pictures and shit trying to understand the bitch. Couldn't understand her. Nothing. So I plotted with that bitch to go to Cancun, Mexico, because I've been heard about that shit so much, Cancun. I saved up some money, and I took off by my damn self. Left her right where she was. Went to Cancun. And it was a complete different scene in Mexico. Because Veracruz was dead shit compared to what Cancun was popping. You walk around that, you YouTube that shit, Cancun, Mexico. Oh my God. That's where I started really enjoying Mexico.
So what happened there?
I went and got a job at a tattoo shop, hustling people to come in and get a tattoo, and I get 10% of the tattoo. I did that, and then I started bringing people to the strip joint. Every guy you bring to the strip joint, I get $10. Their cover charge is mine. I was bringing groups, 15 motherfuckers at a time in there. That's $10 a head. Imagine the money I was making. Plus I'm getting cuts in the tattoo shop. I was doing decent, living it up. In Cancun, living on the land. It was changing completely. Ended up getting what's called in Spanish, robo calificado con arma blanca que fue en la noche. That's meaning that I used a white collar, kind of like a knife or something, to rob somebody in the night, which is a fucking lie. The motherfuckers was trying to rob me. I had some ecstasy pills, and these motherfuckers wanted to buy them. And they called me out there like they was going to try to make some business with me about the pills. I really didn't want to sell because I was eating them. I was on about 10 of them. These motherfuckers told me they're going to take everything I got. I said, oh, you are? Okay. Wham! I smacked that motherfucker. We went to fight. His homeboy jumped in. I slaughtered him. I grabbed his homeboy, went to whipping him. Police pulled up because I got dreadlocks in my hand. I speak a little bit of Spanish. They fucking kicked my ass. Stole all my money. I had $1,800 in my pocket and $180 in my sock. They never got that. I brought that in the jail with me. But they fucking swole my arm up my eye. They beat the fuck out of me. I ain't even doing nothing wrong. Motherfuckers were trying to rob me. I got a robbery charge. They mailed me a 6-year sentence in the fucking mail. And never forget the American consul. Y'all suck. These motherfuckers, you know what they did for me? They brought me some tennis shoes to play basketball with. They didn't give a fuck they railroaded me for 6 years. They didn't give a fuck left. They actually came up there with a smile on their face like, we're the American consul. And whoa, whoa, whoa. Like he was going to do something for them. Everybody back in the dorm, too, all the Mexicans thought American consul going to come in and do something for them. They ain't did shit for me. Shoes. That's it. And communicate with my mom every now and then, you know. That part was good. The lady up there was nice. But other than that, them motherfuckers don't do shit for you. Railroaded me for 6 years. Had to do the whole motherfucker. Got out. Got extradited to the motherfucking border. Louisiana would not come get me because they arrested me. What's it called? Motherfucking. Right at the Texas line. Camp. I want to say Camp. No, Camp County. Brownsville, Texas. Right by the Mexican border. The bitch put me in the jail over there. Louisiana would come get me. I said in that 16 days waiting until I finally signed the extradition. I said, fuck it, let them come get me. I'm sick of sitting here. Then they didn't come get me. They let me go. So I'm stuck at the border. You know what I did? Crossed the border again, went right back to fucking Mexico. But now, it was a different ballgame because I spoke Spanish after doing that sentence. So I felt like I had a big addiction than I really had. You know what I mean? Because now I spoke their language. All these motherfuckers now, I could understand the shit they talking, and I could express myself the way I wanted. I could be myself in their language. So that changed the whole game for me. When I got out of prison, I started doing timeshares. And that's what Mayan Palace. Best thing I ever did, too. Motherfuckers. They got the game down packed. They create paradise anywhere they go. In the Mayan Palace, you know. I'm that one that used to catch them on the street and invite them to the presentation. And if they buy, I get a bonus. And I had them convinced before they went to the damn shed to listen to the real pressure talk. I always had them convinced. Them motherfuckers that worked on the line loved me because when I sent them, they was damn sold. They didn't even have to argue with them, you know. That's why they love me so much. Plus, I started training people to be OPCs, explaining them what it was about, how to sell it, believe in it, you know. So I did good for a long time. But I started doing drugs. I got off the drugs, sold everything I had, went to Mexico City, changed the game too. Mexico will change. But now it's not the same because of the mafia. Look what the mafia did. They paid the American government to legalize the motherfucking marijuana. They gonna pay the $40 million debt that these motherfuckers done gave all the food stamps away to the niggas. True. You know? I ain't racist, but I mean, when I was a kid, the only ones I knew who got food stamps was blacks. Now everybody get them, you know? It's like, really? $40 million in debt? Y'all don't know how it happened, but you gave everybody free groceries. That's what happened, you know? And they're going to let the Mexican come along, just pay that little debt, and now they can sell weed legally. And tax that shit. They should have been did that shit. How many times they done took a motherfucker to jail for smoking a joint? Ridiculous. Because they didn't say so yet. You know, the law.
So 6 years in in jail in Mexico?
No, 3 years and 9 months on a 6-year sentence.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
You know,
it was horrible though. I tell you that.
What was that like?
Hey, but over there, they actually have intimate business. Yeah, it's a little bit different from doing time in the States. A whole weekend, and pretty different.
And so, what are the conditions like?
In a prison, dangerous. Money rules everything. I don't care what you want now. Big screen TV, carpet in your cell, whatever. You got money, you get it. Drugs running through like it ain't that. Yeah. But the police run the show, believe that. They run the show.
And what about living conditions and food?
As far as the food shit, it was alright. It was alright. Thing about it was, your people could bring you shit from the streets. It wasn't like over here. They gotta analyze a million things before they fucking give you something. They bring you a bag of shit. They look through the shit, give it to you right there. I mean, it's just that simple. So you got everything you want in the inside. If you got people on the outside, if you poor, you're gonna be stuck with just a child from a mess hall. But over there, you do some kind of hobby shit. If you got money to support yourself, you don't need nobody on the outside. I did hobby crafts and stuff. I was a piteando, they call it. It's weaving silver into drawings on the belt, selling them out there and selling them. I mean, the expensive was here. $1,500 a belt. It's a lot of work too. You know, a lot of silver. It's an investment, but it's good because I mean, you can support yourself from the inside. You know?
So after Mexico City, where did you go?
Here.
You can't. This is
Back to the States. I
okay.
went to Corpus Christi, Texas, and was living in a van for a little while. And I was fighting my Social Security case. I finally won my case and got my SSI installed. Then my life changed a little bit. I went to Texas. I had a cousin over there in Mount Pleasant, Texas. I went over there and bought me a fifth wheel camper. And it was nice. I was living in it. It was awesome. But I couldn't move it because I didn't have a truck to move it with. So I sold that one, bought a little bumper pool. And out now I was a little more mobile with it, but the transmission truck wasn't good. So it didn't work out. Ended up meeting my old lady and taking off coming to Colorado with it. We used to leave when I got to deal with bullshit. But they got some bullshit up here too with that fucking camping tickets and bullshit. These motherfuckers here be tripping too. But it's better than Louisiana. Anything's better than Louisiana. You know, I would never go back to Louisiana for no bullshit. Them people there, I mean, they actually mentally abused me by putting me in fucking jail that many times. It's ridiculous, dude. Nigga rather die than go back to jail over there. That's some fuck shit, man. Fuck that. I ain't dealing with it no more.
And so you've been here for how long?
Where? In Netherlands? I've been here about a week and a half, 2 weeks. In the woods camping. Yeah, you ought to see that.
Nice.
Bears. Black bears. Big ones. They ain't on food stamps, though. They ain't stealing. I got the food in the tree. I think I might stay up there. This is pretty nice.
Yeah.
This is pretty nice. We still on every corner.
Yeah.
Can't bitch.
And so what?
Nice people too. A lot of rich people too. A lot of rich people. But you know what? Most of them ain't got compassion. I mean, actually, you could stop them and just talk to them about anything. You could tell they really are stuck up and unhappy with all that money. And here I am broke. I'm happy to motherfucker. For real. Only thing I'm missing is my mom and my kids. I'd be perfectly fucking happy here. Really. And I'm working on getting that too.
And so next, you mentioned a potential job.
Yeah.
So what? Tell me about that.
Oh no, I'm going to work. Remember I told you about the dude who I met this guy and his dog liked me. So he takes me to the grocery store and buys me $328 worth of groceries. Man got a heart of gold. Next morning, bring me to the weed store, buys me $150. Quarter of weed, 7 grams of fucking weed. Best shit I ever smoked in my life. Gives me some cash in my pocket. He want to help me. I know he do. But he don't want to just give it to me. So I'm going to go by his house and work. Me and my old lady. So we can get this little car. Get out of the side of the mountain, at least, and be in a vehicle. Be better. But I'm waiting on another job that I got coming, which is trimming marijuana. That's the job I want. Working for a motherfucker from Mississippi. Cool motherfucker, man. Just ain't seen him. He ain't answered the phone. So it's a small town. Okay, Jim. He said it's all good, so I'm thinking it's all good. My old lady got an interview in the morning. Go take care of some sick old man. So that'll work. You know. Welcome to real fucking TV. You know. This is the real deal. No bullshit. Love you, Mom.